Yeah. Hey, Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, The Adventures of Craft Beer and Baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 39 for January 26, 2021. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you subscribe and turn on those notifications. First up, first order of business. Happy birthday, Bob Euchre.
Right.
Yes. The Euchre is 87 years old. A spry 87 at that.
Oh, yeah.
And he has actually been a Milwaukee Brewers broadcaster for one more year than I've been alive.
Wow.
Which is amazing, an amazing run. And as a player, this is actually something, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but Bob Euchre is his batting average for his career was 200.
Wow.
200, which I know that there's the Mendoza line, but it really should be the Euchre line. That, you know, crossing over 200, that's an incredible batting average. But he's an amazing person. Played with the Braves, Cardinals, and Phillies, and then the Braves again, the Atlanta Braves. He played with the Milwaukee and Atlanta Braves. So awesome! Happy birthday to him.
Yeah.
Want to give a shout out to our Patreon supporter.
Hold on one second. Can you go back one slide? Go back one slide. Is that a Brewers logo I see on the screen? I think we need to go to that.
Oh, geez. All right.
Salud. It's the updated Brewers logo as well, which I'm not as big of a fan of. I don't care that it locks right there with the M and the B, but I like the old one better. But hey, you know, that's all right. Give a shout out to our Patreon supporter, Jason Schaefer. Hopefully you got your package that I sent out to you. Please let us know in the comments if you did. And to our super supporter, Cowboy Jack Durango, who had a great weekend with the Beer Baseball blog with a video that we recorded on Friday and put up on Saturday for UFC. And then he was on the Happy Hour last week. Check that out if you haven't seen it. It's a lot of fun, very spirited. Also, if you'd like to become a supporter for our Patreon page, check out Beer Baseball on Patreon. We also have an eBay store that 20% of the proceeds go to charity, the Support Fibromyalgia Network. And as always, you can support us by buying stickers, buttons, beer coasters on our Etsy page as well. Here's a lineup card for today. First, he is the VP of Content Development at the Beer Baseball blog. You know, I feel remiss because we have not been using these titles during this segment. Angelo Trinidad, welcome.
Hey, Michael. Hey, Kevin. Hey, everyone out there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 39.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Next, he is the field correspondent and senior research analyst for the Beer Baseball blog, Kevin Lyon. Oh, look at those business cards.
I'm ready. Now he's got to get Angelo his. You know,
that's right.
It's handy when I go to breweries now. If I'm like, hey, I'm going to be drinking on a show, and bam, there you go.
Well, that's the first order of business that I'm gonna get on when I finish this up.
Yep.
So let's get to what we are drinking tonight. Angelo, you've taken 2 weeks off, but now you're back into it. So what do you have for us tonight?
All right. So this evening I'm drinking from Hangar 24 Brewing Co., a local brewing company here in the Inland Empire. Their Mango Island IPA, tropical fruit IPA, 5.8 ABV, no IBU listed. It's quite refreshing. And when I was doing my research on Untapped, there's no description of the beer like there usually is. But I think the first user comment summed it all. They described the beer as crushable, and crushable it is.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen that before too. I've seen that before too, and I'm not quite sure of, I guess maybe that it's it had something to do with the hop taste in it. That's possible, but I'm not exactly quite sure what that is. There's another one that is escaping me right now that I see all the time that it's like that I'm not quite sure what it means. So we'll definitely have to get our definitions, and maybe we'll have to do a game where we kind of match them up and see which ones are actually that. That'd be fun to do, actually.
Yeah, this is a really good drink. The mango is pretty apparent. Very similar to, I guess, kind of mango cart. I guess the mango isn't as apparent in mango cart, but it's not as heavy as mango cart because mango cart's a wheat, a mango wheat beer, wheat ale. This is an IPA, so very refreshing, very crisp, and I take the term crushable as it's easy to drink and you could just crush a bunch, in one sitting. So I got 3 here sitting with me. So let's see how crushable these beers are.
Oh, that would make sense. That's actually probably more accurate than my description. Very cool. And also, I noticed that this beer is available in California, but also parts of Arizona. I wasn't aware of this, but Hangar 24, they have one in Lake Havasu, Arizona.
Yeah.
Which,
Yep.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
you know about that, Kevin?
I saw it because I followed them on Instagram. I remember seeing posts. I'm like, wow, they're at Lake Havasu. I mean, that's a heck of an idea. At least until the pandemic hit, is a heck of an idea. All those travelers in there, get some beer and then go to the river. Yeah, go to the lake. I mean,
yeah. All Angels podcast, who we kind of turned on Hangar 24 to, says great place. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, that's one of the first craft breweries I've ever really had because they are a staple at the Inland Empire 66ers. And like the Lake Elsinore Storm and the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes because they're based in Redlands, which is in that area. And that was like back in 2013 when I started going back to minor league games, and there it was. And I'm like, all right, let's see. I'm like, and they've really made a strong grip on this area because there's an Orange County location as well now.
Oh wow, how interesting! Yeah. Well, Kevin, you have a very interesting beer here. I can't wait to hear more about it.
Oh, good. It's funny because yours looks a little different because mine looks a little more snowy. But I want to just appreciate just the artwork on this. See, mine's more snow, and I was waiting to see why mine's a little different here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but you see it's more of a snow thing. But you see they're on the Zamboni instead of in the General Lee with the 01. So I made sure to wear this today for you Dukes of Hazzard fans out there.
Nice.
The old Boar's Nest. So
look at that.
That matched really well with that. And this brewery's Vancouver, so I had to bust out the Vancouver Canadians hat. Again, that mysterious package with beer appeared on my doorstep in the last year. I don't know where it came from, quote unquote. But so this is I'm not doing a good job pouring. This is a double IPA. It says white IPA, so I was kind of curious what it was going to look like when I pour it out here. So. And this is strong. I mean, I remember the last one. This says extra strong beer, or in Francais, bière extra fort. So, and it's a 9.2. Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
So I don't. It says so it's kind of clear. It's pretty clear there. So it's not really hazy at all. And,
it says the description says like big hop flavors and aromas of tropical fruit and gooseberries from the Citra and Halero Blanc hops.
And it says that it's made with wheat to keep the beer light bodied and a hazy white. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell the color from that, but it's interesting because I don't know when else I would ever try this again. And the one I had last week by Boombox, I think it's actually made at Parallel 49, the one I had last Rad Seeker. So a little connection there. So. Parallel I'm guessing they must host other breweries, but cheers.
Yeah. Awesome selection tonight. Very, very unique to say the least.
Woo! Oh my goodness. Wow. I don't have, this is not crushable.
Not crushable. No,
but that's fine. If I finish this, I might not be rooting for brewers by the end of that. And I don't have a backup. I have a second one of these. I don't have a second beer ready. Usually I have a backup ready.
Well, my beer tonight is from Radiant Brewing, which is right near Kevin. And Kevin gave me this one. This is This Is Happening Hazy Double New England IPA. And it is 8.5 ABV, which I was actually surprised. It was a little bit higher, almost to where you're at, Kevin. No IBU. Mosaic, Strata, and Amarillo hops. And I haven't had any of it yet, so I'm going to give it a go. Actually, I did during our toast, but
yeah, there you go.
And this brewery is getting a lot of attention right now. I'm noticing they've been featured quite a bit, and they're pretty active on social media. So definitely check them out. And from every beer, if they have more beer like this, I'm gonna be there all the time.
Yeah. Oh, I've already bought like a 4-pack of all 6 of their beers, and they've been open for about a couple weeks. And Angelo, I have a lager for you next time I see you. So
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's like
he's not
lager.
going to want the hazy double IPA, but I'm interested to save one of their lagers for you.
Yeah, I mean this is so good.
That was
I mean,
really good.
oh my goodness, you can see how. Yeah, you can. It's super hazy and it's super sweet, and yeah, it's oh my gosh, so good, so good. And it reminds me of like like what kind of like a West Coast hazy would be, even though it's like a New England hazy. So it's kind of weird. It's like maybe we should do a little bit more research on that. I'm kind of noticing that the West Coast ones really kind of rival whatever like the East Coast ones are. So yeah, I think they're all meet in the middle. So super cool. Want to give us some shout outs to some of the people watching. Bubble Pug, thank you for joining. David, always a pleasure to see you. Cowboy Jack in the house. All Angels podcast, and Colin's in the house. Thank you so much for joining. Ed, thank you so much for joining.
Sir. Hazard.
Here's a question from what stadium has the best beers? Always heard Petco has a great selection. They do. They have like almost 3 to 4 times what some of the stadiums had.
Yeah.
What is the worst? You know what? I mean, I'm biased on this one because of where I live. I think Dodger Stadium doesn't have a great selection of craft beer, and it's overpriced. I've often complained about Dodger Stadium. I said, if you want $17 worth of foam, Dodger Stadium is your place. They're pretty bad about it.
And that's what you can find it on draft. I mean, depending on where you are in the stadium, I had a hard time finding a craft beer. So I'm like, okay, great. I mean, the only other park I remember having a hard time finding it was Wrigley. I had a hard time finding it there. Their selection wasn't as much, but then I found they actually had a stand, I believe, on the right field side where they had a whole bunch of craft beers. Like, okay, good, finally. Too bad it took me like the second game to find it, unfortunately. But
yeah. I definitely agree with you guys about the Dodger Stadium selection is pretty weak, and you would think it wouldn't be. However, they have a heck of a blue margarita, which is really good. So I usually tend to go that route as opposed to drinking beer when I'm at Dodger Stadium. Petco, I think definitely by far has the widest variety and selection. Mm-hmm. I mean, you talk about the entire outfield, like pavilion kind of area.
Oh yeah.
And there's craft beer stands all throughout. Every level.
Never seen anything like that.
Yeah, Angel Stadium is pretty good. They've set their game the last couple seasons. Yeah, especially in the upper deck, they have the craft beer stand or concession stand area, whatever it is that they just put in like 2 or 3 seasons ago. But yeah, definitely Petco based on my experience for sure.
Yeah. If you go to Angel Stadium, the place to go is called Draft Pick. It's over by Gate 1.
Yep.
And they have a lot of stuff on draft like all the time. If you're looking for craft stuff, most of it's craft. And for Dodger Stadium, like I guess the most featured thing, even though it's technically not craft, is the Golden Road has their own little stand in there. But otherwise, I remember I found a place that had Stone on draft on a cart on the top level. It's like, finally, I found something.
Yeah. You know what? One of my favorite stadiums was from a couple of years ago was the White Sox, where the White Sox play. Guaranteed rate field to you.
Yes, exactly.
But they have
Revolution had their own little area. Revolution Brewery. Yeah, that's a really good brewery too. Yeah,
and that's a very underrated stadium. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would want to go to Wrigley. Actually, the White Sox was actually really great. I was told that you might like Wrigley better. I'm sorry, Guaranteed Rate Field better than Wrigley, and in some ways I did. It was what was another one that I liked? St. Louis was good. It's a beer town, obviously, but they had a really good craft beer selection. Seattle was great. Whenever I mean, the closest stadium to me is Dodger Stadium, and it's probably the worst.
Yeah, Cleveland was surprisingly good for me. I remember liking Cleveland's.
Yeah,
and then wasn't bad either.
Yep. And John went to like Cincinnati and Pittsburgh and stuff like that, and they had really good selections as well.
Pittsburgh was solid. I had to go to Yankee Stadium again, but when I went, I was kind of underwhelmed. But I went like I don't know, like 4 or 5 years ago. So who knows? They might have upped their game since then.
Yeah, they have a lot of
didn't have a lot of stuff on draft, but they had some good like tall cans that I would never have got to try otherwise.
Yeah, they a Yankee Stadium had what I call like the macro craft beers. You know, the ones that are like Budweiser, but they're kind of hidden, Coors, you know, and stuff like that. So, but like was it 10 Barrel is like one of them, I think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big presence.
Allegiant,
right.
Yeah, and then Golden Road, technically, you know. So you mentioned Golden Road,
right? Exactly.
St. Archer, yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, we're like, wait, what? Those aren't craft beers. I'm like, yeah, I know they got bought.
Yeah, where the White Sox play, you know, the White Sox Stadium is like in right field. There's the Goose Island. They have a whole Goose Island thing, and that Goose Island's from Chicago, but they're a macro craft beer, so not technically a little craft beer anymore. Actually, there was Ed actually wanted us to toast to Kobe. I can't believe it's a year has gone by. So Kobe Bryant,
and I'm a graduate of Orange Coast College. So I'm going to give it up to Coach Altabelli as well, and his family.
Unbelievable! I couldn't believe that it was a year ago already. Yeah. Cheers to the Mamba. Busch Stadium, I think, and the blue collar champagne. Yeah, and remember we can go to stadiums. Yeah,
I no, I don't. I'm old and senile, so I don't remember what stadiums are.
Exactly. So let's get to it. This is this day in baseball history. It's a little bit shorter, but actually just as entertaining. January 26th, baseball history. Here we go. January 26, 1960, Jackie Jensen announces his retirement due to fear of flying, a condition that Red Sox owner Tom Yawkey tried to help his outfielder overcome by arranging therapy. The 1958 MVP will change his mind, returning to the team in 1961, but will stay retired after the season, having what he considered a subpar year in which he batted .263 and drove in 66 runs. Now, back then, like therapy was like a big deal. You know, it wasn't like it is now. It was like, kind of readily accepted.
Well, I mean, the Red Sox had Jimmy Pearsall. That's like a famous story of a guy who just had, I mean, come on, it was so big they made a movie. They made that Fear Strikes Out movie about him,
Right. And this kind of feeds into another story that we'll be talking about later that happened on this date as well. So it's very interesting that mental health is throughout this whole thing. January 26, 1989. Now, this is very complicated, so stick with this one. The modifications initiated last season to make balk calls, B-A-L-K, more uniform throughout baseball are rescinded and are replaced by pre-1988 rules. The change of wording from a complete stop to a single, complete, and discernible stop with both feet on the ground had caused the umpires to call an unprecedented amount of balks in both the American and National League. So much so that 1988 was known as Major League Baseball's Year of the Balk.
Yep.
After the 1987 season, MLB wanted to make balk calls more uniform, and it was just to make them just more definitive. And it turns out that they, by season's end, a record 924 balks had been called.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
I remember those details about that. Gosh. Wow.
Can you imagine a worse way to stop a game than balks and disrupt the rhythm of a game?
My gosh. I remember because I didn't really understand it so much, but I just remember that's like a thing for that year. It's just like, how did this happen? Yeah, balk. Balk.
Yeah, they started calling them like in spring training.
Who got it? Sorry. No, I thought there was at least one pitcher who had like a couple of them in a row, like in a game or in the same inning even.
Oh, like one guy had like four. I saw it was like 4 in 1 inning.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
And it was
just 'cause
only when they went out of the stretch.
Yeah, exactly. It's his rhythm, you know.
Yep. Yeah, it was crazy. So
It's not a big adjustment for those pitchers, you know, having to completely change the way you throw the ball after you've been doing it for like, decades, probably, depending on how young you were when you started pitching.
Totally. It's very, very, very interesting. And going from that to this, January 26th, 2001, the June 8th through 10th in Arlington, and the June 15th through 17th in Houston, interleague games between the Astros and Rangers will be known as the Lone Star Series. The contest will mark the first time the two Texas teams have ever played each other during the regular season. Now, for those of you who don't know about this very fierce battle, here are some stats. These teams have met 215 times in regular season. The Rangers are up 120 to 95.
Wow.
The current win streak by the Rangers is 3.
Wow.
Some notable players who have played for both the Astros and Rangers are Nolan Ryan, Ken Caminiti, Ivan Rodriguez, Lance Berkman, Roy Oswalt, and Carlos Beltran. And for those who care, the Rangers and Astros played 10 times last year and will play 19 times this year. Yeah. So the silver boot is up for grabs. Did you guys know anything about this?
I didn't, and I just laughed that they kept it going, even though they're in the same division. You know, I mean, sounds like you going, wait, do they really still do this? Like, yep, they do. It's like, it definitely sounds like a Texas thing for sure. Because because football's so big there. I would think like rivalries, they'll have like stuff like that. Like I'm sure like A&M and Texas probably have something like that, or I'm trying to think like the more example. I can't remember what they're calling it, but I know like when Washington will play Washington State or Oregon plays Oregon State, there's like games too and all that stuff. And I laugh that this is happening in baseball.
Right. Totally. Yeah. I
get it. Sponsored by Lone Star Beer, though. That's what I really need to know.
I'm sure it's a missed opportunity.
Hopefully, whoever has it gets to drink Lone Star Beer out of the boot.
That would be tremendous. January 26, 2009, the Royals and Zack Greinke avoid salary arbitration, agree to a $38 million 4-year contract. The 25-year-old right-hander, grateful to the club for their understanding during a social disorder, which caused him to bolt from spring training 2 years ago, posted a 13-10 record last season with the best ERA, 3.47, by a Kansas City starter in 11 years. Now, it's funny that we had the mental health story before. Here's another one. And it kind of jogged my memory because I remember Khalil Green, who used to play for the Padres and then he played for the Cardinals, actually struggled during the 2008 season. And then he was traded to St. Louis during the 2009 season. And he fell apart. Like he wasn't making games. I remember him coming back and then like hitting a home run. And then he never played for the Cardinals again.
Wow.
But he was placed on the DL with social anxiety. So Joey Votto did the same thing.
Well, that'll tell you the difference between 1959 or whatever it was with Jensen, and then 50 years later.
Yep, Joey Votto. Yeah, Joey Votto's father passed away, and then he was having a hard time. But then they put him on the DL for like what they said social anxiety disorder, which was Dontrell Willis is the same thing when he kind of made his comeback with the Tigers. That's probably why I'm wearing my Tiger gear today. I remember him having he was having kind of like Rick Ankiel problems where he couldn't get the ball over the plate. Have you heard of this, Angelo?
Yeah, and I'm definitely aware of it with Greinke. And it's like you said, what a difference it is from 1959 or 60 to here to where it's widely acceptable. You see on the DL social and say, oh, okay, well, hopefully everything's good. Whereas back then it's like, whoa, he's getting therapy, and it didn't work. He still had to retire. What's going on? But mental health is mental health and mental health awareness are real things. And this just kind of shows you that although these players are on a platform or on a pedestal and they're looked at in a different light, they're people just like us.
What was the Yogi Bear? Or Yogi Bear.
And by doing the math, he would have been. Yeah. By doing the math, he would have been like 23 when he had that incident in spring training. If it was like 2 years before this.
Right.
So you know that when you're coming up, you have so much pressure put on you, and you just, as you get older, you adjust and figure out how to deal with things. And obviously, he's still pitching. He's still hell of a pitcher, so he's definitely adjusted over the last 12, 13 years since that spring training incident.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna butcher the Yogi Berra quote, but it was like, wasn't it like baseball is 90% mental and the other half is physical or something like that?
At 90% physical, the other half is mental. I think backwards.
Yeah, it was something to that effect. I thought that was a great quote.
Oh yeah.
January 26, 2012, the Mets announced that John Franco, the club's all-time leader in saves and games pitched, will be inducted into the team's Hall of Fame. The all-star closer, who has the second longest tenure in franchise history behind Ed Kranepool, collected 276 of his 424 saves, the most by any left-handed reliever in baseball history with New York. So looking back, I mean, Angelo, do you know much about John Franco?
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, the stats kind of speak for itself. And at that time, one of the most notable pitchers in that history. So definitely well-deserved and, almost you would say a few years overdue, I would assume, right?
Yeah, and he was very underrated pitcher. And actually, I looked up who the Mets like the top three. Actually, I'll do the top six because it's pretty incredible. So John Franco, 276, which if you were to say who is the Mets all-time saves leader, you wouldn't jump to the top of a list. I mean, if you were a super baseball savant, you would say it. But Armando Benitez.
Oh my gosh!
With 160, so 276, 160, so the huge drop.
I'm like, where's Ricky Aguilera? I thought he was a Met for a while.
That's right. That's right.
My Mets
he's not even in the top 10.
Come on.
Yes, well, Jury's Familia, 123. Jesse Orozco, 107. Yeah. Billy Wagner, 101. Tug McGraw, 86. Wow. Yeah.
That's right.
And then Roger McDowell, K-Rod, Neil Allen, and then Skip Lockwood. So some interesting players on that list.
Skip Lockwood, that's a name Hall of Famer right there.
Yeah,
name. That's great.
January 26, 2012, Prince Fielder and the Tigers agreed to a 9-year, $214 million contract, a move necessitated with the AL Central champions' loss of Victor Martinez, who could miss the entire season after tearing his ACL while conditioning in the offseason. As a child, Prince hit fence-clearing drives when taking batting practice with his dad, Cecil, who hit 51 home runs playing with Detroit in 1990. Now, I can't believe this kid was hitting bombs. Maybe this was a little bit earlier. But man, I mean, look. I really liked Prince Fielder. I thought he was a super cool player, and when he was playing for the Brewers, and it's so unfortunate how his career ended, with that neck injury when he was playing for the Rangers. Yeah, he was a fun player. Now to close this out, this is a fun one, and so January 26, 2013, at the Walter E. Washington Convention Center during Nats Fest, the Nationals introduced William Howard Taft as the 5th participant in the team's iconic president's race, a Washington, D.C. ballpark tradition since 2006. The 27th president of the United States will compete, against the Rushmore 4 of George, Tom, Abe, and Teddy. Well, so there's the Fab Five, I guess it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, William Howard Taft, introduced in 2013, was mysteriously retired in 2016.
Oh.
Calvin Coolidge also raced for a season. Herbert Hoover also raced for a season in 2016. So this is the end of this story. But I said, nah, I'm not going to end it on this. I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper. And so I started thinking about it. You know, the Freeze in Atlanta started in 2017. I love the Freeze. I think it's an awesome gimmick. I'm thinking of other racing type gimmicks that ballparks do.
Yep.
The Racing Legends in Arizona.
Yep.
Mark Grace, Luis Gonzalez, Matt Williams, and Randy Johnson. The Texas Legends. This is Texas Rangers. Yeah, I've never heard of this either.
I didn't know about this one. That's great.
So I actually had to look it up. It's Sam Houston with the mutton chops on the left. Jim Bowie with the knife he popularized, a Bowie knife, right? Davy Crockett, complete with coonskin cap and rifle.
Yes.
A rifle. And Nolan Ryan, of course. Now, Kevin, you're going to pop for this one.
Yeah.
There's actually an addition to the Texas Legends.
Whoa!
1977 Heisman Trophy winner and University of Texas at University of Texas and Houston Oilers running back Earl Campbell.
Oh my God, that's great.
He got thrown in there. I thought you'd like that.
Even though that's kind of funny though, you figure they pick a cowboy legend, because that I can see that being in Houston. But I'm like, this one better pop up. This is a great one.
Yeah. The Hall of Famer Big Heads in Oakland, Raleigh Fingers, Dennis Eckersley, and Ricky Henderson. And then all these other teams. So there's a Marlins. It is actually in upper left. It's whatever the Marlins are doing right there. Upper right is the Pierogies in Pittsburgh.
I got to see that one. I was so excited to see that.
So, and then there's the Indians right here with the hot dog race, and then the Reds have one. But the one that I love, the one that I got to see a couple of years ago, was the famous racing sausages.
Oh my gosh!
Now, that being said, are you two aware of the sausage race incident?
No
awareness. I love it. I love that I have this.
Believe I am. So I'm ready.
Okay, this is good. I don't believe I actually have a story that can connect all of this. So on July 9th, 2003, Randall Simon of the Pittsburgh Pirates had been issued a disorderly conduct citation and fined $432 for smacking a mascot over the head with a bat during a race.
Oh my God.
Simon, a 240-pound first baseman, swung the bat at the head of the Italian sausage as the mascot passed the visitor's dugout.
Oh my gosh.
Major League Baseball suspended him for 3 games and fined him $2,000. He issued an apology and an autographed bat to the girl in the costume. In addition, she received a complimentary trip to Curacao, Simon's home island, for 2 people.
Oh my goodness.
He actually got traded to the Cubs and actually had to go back to Miller Park. And when they did the sausage race, all the Cubs held him down, and Dusty Baker held the bats, guarded the bats.
That's right.
So that's actually his mugshot right there, by the way.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Oh my goodness.
So that is the incident, and I can't believe that I actually got to talk about this because it's been in my head for years that it happened.
And I'm like, I'll be able to finally what they saw. I'm like, nah, we're done.
I don't know about you guys, but I could certainly now go for an Italian sausage.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah. That would be awesome. All right, so let's get to it. This is Baseball Card Pack Wars. Here are the Baseball Card Pack War standings. Kevin, a 7-5 record. He's out in front. I have a 4-8 record. Angelo's still got the goose egg. But
what are we starting with here today?
Yeah, so he doesn't even want to mince words about it. Here are the Pack Wars rules. We'll be going over them as we do it. Remember, high card wins, and So let's get to it. Angelo, I'm going to let you go for it. What are we going to go for first?
1992.
Oh, he wants to go for it. Oh my goodness. These are quite the special cards here.
These are awesome. I love
There we
these.
go.
All right.
Yeah, I remember how hard it was to open it. Just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. These are like every which way. Okay. All right. So we're going to start out with from the Cincinnati Reds, Herm Winningham.
Oh my goodness.
We got
Let's see how many of these players you heard of, Angelo.
Glenn Braggs from the Cincinnati Reds. Another Cincinnati Red, Hal Morris.
Hey, all right. University of Michigan graduate.
We got Boston Red Sox, Greg Harris. Larry Anderson from the San Diego Padres. We have Dan Gackler from the Detroit Tigers. Rob Beer, also from the Detroit Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this glamour shot of Jose Guzman.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Ryan Bowen from the Houston Astros. Reggie Harris from the Oakland A's.
Another model shot there.
Yeah.
Is like just
here's a nice candid of Danny Tartbull.
Yeah.
Nice. I have a cracked bat in my storage of him.
Yep.
Andy Van Slyke.
Ooh, that's a cool pick.
That's a cool pick. I'm trying to see who that expo was.
By Tim
Paul
Wallach.
Gibson.
Yeah. Who was that? Oh, okay.
Gary Thurman.
Wow.
And running it out with Anthony Young.
Oh, Anthony! Look. Okay, Anthony Young. Look at his record. Look at his record on the back.
What team is he on there?
If he's on the Mets.
Yeah. See, it's later.
Oh, is that later?
It's later.
This is the Mets 2-5 1991 career 2-5.
Yeah, because he set the record for most losses
in a row.
Yeah, in a row.
That was when he was with the Cubs.
That's right.
That was like 93, 94, I think.
Steve has a cool thing with the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Not anybody. This day of baseball history, no one got in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a interesting time in baseball. Yeah, we should definitely work a show around that. That'd be fun. What's better, the Nats race or the Brewer race? I love the Brewer race, but I love anybody running around. I love the caricature heads. They're anything with character heads.
There you go.
So you're up, Kevin.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's give a thank you to the Big Hurt Alan Jepson for providing these for us.
Yeah, these are great.
Came from Vancouver, British Columbia. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, I just keep laughing about how all over these cards are in these packs. All right, starting off hot with really no pun intended when I said that. Or as I said it, starting off hot with this guy, Vince Coleman.
Wow, as a Met.
Yeah, I know. I was like, you're a Met?
Yeah.
I got Henry Cotto.
Oh, I remember him. Yeah.
Here we go. And this is weird because he's on. God, these cards really stuck together. It's him as a Yankee, which I don't even remember. Jesse Barfield, hell of a ball player back in the 80s with the Blue Jays.
That's right.
I got a Dodger, Mr. Dave Hansen. Oh, here's a former Angel prospect, and I actually got to know him, Lee Stevens. Oh. I was on vacation when he was playing for the Midland Angels, and one night I was just talking to him for like 30 minutes during a rain delay in El Paso.
Oh, no kidding.
Really cool guy. Let's see here. Former Brave, and I'd say former Brave. Well, he's always Brave. Jeff Blauser.
Yep.
Definitely a staple of those 90 teams. We got here another model shot, Mr. Sean Bosky.
Yeah. Nice.
He's ready for his close-up. Let's see. We have here Mr. Mike Scioscia.
Oh, There you go.
Yeah.
You know how bad these cards are. We're excited about Mike Scioscia. I'm just saying the guys in these sets here. Greg Cadaret. Look, he looks very hot, very like pumped about something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. We got start together cards here. We got Mike Pagliardo. Oh, gosh, I can't say it. Pagliardo. Wow. I don't know why I can't say that name all of a sudden. Let's see. Oh, Robin Ventura.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm actually getting some decent cards here. Stan Belinda, but no Brewers, unfortunately. Let's see here. I like this one. Jeff Treadway, but I just like it's him making the tag. You don't like it's the card for him or it's for the
Yeah, exactly.
net sliding into. Oh no, it's a Cub. So that's taking it Wrigley. Cub going to second base. And let's see here. We got Tim Hewlett.
Okay.
And I'd say the best one for last, Mr. Roberto Alomar. All right.
Oh, nice. Hall of Famer. Oh,
yeah. Got Hall of Famer. Believe it or not, there's a Hall of Famer or two in this set. We had George Brett, now this one. And bars. I'm still not allowed to join the club. I have two of those bar clubs.
All right. Here I go. Okay. So
while you open that, what's the hat, Michael?
the hat is the Connecticut Tigers.
All right. Right on.
That where they became the Norwich Sea Unicorns.
Mhm.
And that team never existed because they didn't make the cut. So they never
wow.
played as that. So they changed from like this gimmick that they've had for many years, and they never got to use their new branding.
Wow.
Oh, wow. He's on oh no, this is the wrong card. Sorry.
I know they're all stuck. They're really stuck together.
Yeah, they really are. So Craig Worthington. I totally my mom's maiden name is Worthington, so it's like I totally remembered him. Let's try to see if we were related.
You're the one person who remembers him.
Lance Parrish on the Angels.
Wow. What? I don't even remember that.
Exactly.
God.
It's a Tiger.
You'd think I'd remember that, but nope.
Blackjack McDowell. Nope.
Yeah. Wow, an Angel too? God, jeez.
But I don't think this is Blackjack McDowell. I think this is wait a minute.
Oh, this is John Orton. Your
Oh my
cards
God, these things are stuck together. I'm like, what's going on?
They really are. I was like, that's John Orton.
It's John Orton. Okay. Yeah.
No wonder
so
I thought that Jack McDowell wasn't. I'm like,
Yeah,
he
so
wasn't
this
an
is-
Angel, was he?
this is Blackjack McDowell. My gosh. So I'm like, this is the club membership. If I want to join this,
man.
I'm definitely going to send this in. I'm definitely going to see what happens.
I can't get one of those. I'm not cool enough.
Walt Terrell.
Oh my gosh.
A bit of an underrated pitcher here. Jimmy Key.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
of the,
definitely.
Blue Jays.
Yep.
Mike Boddicker from the Royals.
My gosh, no Brewers.
No Brewers.
There's 15 cards per pack here.
I know. Dave Eland. Never heard of him. Mark. Oh, here we go. Brewer. Let's do it. Mark Lee.
All right. Cheers.
I should say finally. Thank you very much. Dad jokes.
It only took about 40 cards.
From Major League Baseball Network, Harold Reynolds.
ESPN. I still think ESPN with him.
I always love watching the highlight where he gets thrown out by Bo Jackson.
Yep.
And he thinks he's safe.
I love the jacket he had there.
You don't like this guy, Dave Henderson, Kevin. Kevin broke his heart.
Yeah. Broke a lot of Angels' hearts.
John Cotton Candelaria.
Yeah. Wait, did he not have the stash there?
He does not. He does
not.
Wow. Clean shaven.
Whoa.
Jamie Navarro.
Is that Brewer?
And
hold on, is that a Brewer?
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah, like that looks like a Brewer. Hey, come on, don't walk over that.
Well, I'm going to double down on you. Teddy Higuera.
Oh yeah, there you go. There's a good pitch.
Did he throw a no hitter? Teddy Higuera?
I don't remember for sure, but he had a really good 3-4 years there.
Yeah. And Jimmy Jones. Jimmy Jones from the Astros. All right, Kevin. Or Angelo.
Yeah, what do you got?
So we got Dan Gackler.
Okay.
276.
Ooh,
that's gonna be tough to beat.
All right. Well, I have Sean Boski, number 284.
No,
if I need that, Lee Stevens was 281. So double down on that. Sorry, Angelo. 284.
263 is my highest.
Oh,
Kevin.
All right, I'll take it.
Starting out strong.
Dominating the season so far.
All right, what's next?
Let's do Big League. Let's keep that going. Still got some of these. All right. Let's see here. I don't want to damage anything. All right, let's see what we got here. We have Buster Posey. Now it's happening. It took 3 packs, and he got 3 in 1 pack. Is that a record? 3 Brewers in 1 pack? Heck yeah. I wish it's like, if you got one more, we could have said we had a 4-pack of beer there. We have Trevor Bauer. American League slugging percentage leaders. That's Mike Trout, Nelson Cruz, and Alex Bregman. Award winners, Mr. Shane Bieber. John Lester. Charlie Morton. Orange Parallels, Manny Machado. Roll call, Manny Machado.
Wow.
No, I was going to say more Manny Machados, but nope. 2019 AL runs batted in. This is Jose Abreu, Xander Bogaerts, and Jorge Soler, and Brandon Belt.
Nice. All right, Angelo.
All right, Big League 2020.
It is funny.
All
we're at
right.
the point now where we can almost know as we go through what's going to be the high number cards.
Yeah.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Oh, that's an awesome picture.
That's
Yeah,
a
that
picture,
is.
right? Jordan Alvarez. Robbie Ray. Carter Keyboom. Lucas Giolito. Star caricature reproduction Trey Mancini. Orange Parallel is National League saves leaders. We got Kirby Yates, Will Smith, and Josh Hader of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, there we go.
Finally.
You got 3 there. See, it's already
Dakota
getting
Hudson, Mike Minor, and Mike Trout.
highlights.
Nice. All right.
Check out that Trout.
There we go. Cracking packs. Michael Chavis, Red Sox. Doubles leaders. We have Anthony Rendon, Corey Seager, and Ozzy Albies.
Oh, I was hoping for a Yelly in there.
Yeah. Jorge Soler. Pete Alonso. Luis Arez. Aaron Hicks flipping out. The orange parallel is the runs scored leaders, Mookie Betts, Rafael Devers, and Marcus Simeon. Marcus Simeon signed with
Gosh, I can't remember
the
who
Twins.
it was.
Twins or
No, the
Blue
Twins
Jays?
got Simmons, which I was
That's what it
surprised.
was.
What I was surprised about is Simeon got $18 million for 1 year, and Simmons only got $10.5 million.
Wow.
I was kind of surprised in comparison to that.
Cole Calhoun, Mookie Betts, and runs scored leaders. That same card, but base.
Oh, nice.
All right. So, Kevin.
Yes, I
My
was gonna look
card.
up who got
Simeon.
Simeon. Yeah, I'm like, all right. Shane Bieber is number 273.
Jeez.
Oh, the Blue Jays got Simeon, by the way.
Blue Jays, yeah.
So they got Simeon and Springer. So I got Jordan at 296.
There's
you
your
go.
win. There's your win.
There
I got
it is.
nothing close. Angelo on the board. Nice.
All right,
Let's
it's a
go.
whole new ball game.
All right. So are we putting these the pro debut and the
Let's worry about that next week. Let's worry about that when we're done.
Okay, so we'll
Let's
just
let's
go with what we got.
I may need to do some breaking news here. Get ready for this. I'm going to just read you the headline. Kurt Schilling is asked to be removed from the 22 ballot.
I have so many thoughts on this, and I am not going to say them out loud.
It doesn't really say why, but I'm like, why?
Oh my God, I want to talk so bad.
Yeah, he was
By
like
the way-
15 votes short, I believe. Is that correct?
16, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So read into that one tonight. That'll be interesting.
It sucks because I could have gone to high school with a Hall of Famer. And yeah. Wah. Anyway, okay. So Angelo,
All right.
what's
I
your
just found it
category?
interesting.
What's your
It
All right.
category?
So I'm wearing my Diamondbacks batting practice hat here. So we'll go with NL West.
Man,
All right.
NL West.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. Let's see what I got here. All right.
He's digging deep. Well, I mean,
All
the
right.
Heat requesting it, you know. Oh,
So I
Stadium
got
Glove.
2020 top stadium club.
Nice.
But
So
I'm
we
just
went from
I'm surprised he's saying it. I thought, be other people wanting to get him off of it. That's all.
gotcha. So we had
Look at this.
92 Stadium Club, and now we got what
2020.
year is that?
2020.
2020. So talk about glamour shots.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
this. Will
Oh, my God.
Will the
NL
Thrill.
West. Is that an
Will the
insert or that's
Thrill.
the regular card?
No, that's just a regular card.
Wow. So there you go. You got to a hot start, though.
So we got one NL West. We got Tyler Glasnow, Tampa Bay Rays. Not NL West, but we got a Brewer in
All
Brandon
right.
Woodruff.
All right.
Cheers. Those are really nice cards. Yeah.
Mhm.
You can it's funny, just like all shines, like trying to just hold it up to the camera there.
Yeah.
We got Aaron Hicks from the New York Yankees. We got insert Emperors of the Zone, Noah Syndergaard, aka
Nice.
Thor.
Oh, what's the number
This
on
is
that?
numbered. I didn't realize it was
Wow.
numbered.
Yeah,
It's 13 out of 50. That's a good card.
Oh, right on. Awesome. Nice hit.
We got Austin Meadows from the Tampa Bay Rays. We got Trey Turner from the Washington Nationals. And rounding it out, not a NL West anymore, but we got Jordan Alvarez in the wings insert.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. Good. That's a nice pack you got there. Unfortunately for you, only one NL West. All right. Oh, so I'm up. It's on me. I guess it means I'm up. All right.
Yep.
Let's see here. 2020 Topps Update Series. All right. Let's see what we got here. 14 cards. So that could be good. Let's find out. I believe this is probably a pack. I remember I got 2 of these from a contest I won from for Thanksgiving from sports_cards_heaven on Instagram, and Angelo gave me one of these.
Nice.
All right, let's see what we got here. So this is an all-star card of the Taylor Chris Sale.
The Taylor.
Let's see here, a card that says jump on 6. Oh, so okay, there you go. For the veteran combos, the Trey Turner and Wilmer Defoe. But that doesn't matter. Jason Kipnis, fortunately for me, a Cub. Justin Verlander, wrong West. All right. We have Stevie Wilkerson, Chase Anderson. Wow, I'm just striking out even more than Angelo is so far here. We have Adam Engel. All right, I got my first NL West, and it looks like it is
A refractor.
a refractor of some sort. Because you can see,
Yeah.
the Drew Pomeranz.
Nice.
Ooh, I'm like, ooh, that looks pretty. And let's see here. Oh, decades best, 1960s. It'd be Willie Mays, San Francisco Giants. All right.
Wow.
And that's insert there. Let me see. Oh, I don't know.
No, wait a minute. Is it San Francisco Giants or is it New York Giants?
It's San Francisco. Look at the SF. I'll verify. It says right there. It's the 60s. I think they did move, I believe, by 60. I know, but thank you for at least trying to catch me there just in case. Let's see here. This card is there Corey Kluber. It says prominent baseball players. Okay. Then we got Jose Martinez from the Rays. Let's see. Josh Harrison. Jorge Lopez. And Cameron Maben. So I got 2. And no Brewers. Come on.
All right.
It's all right, though.
So here we go. Let's switch that over. Whoa.
I went 2 for 15. Come on. It's all right.
Oh, I get to open one of these.
Oh,
nice.
no. Oh, man.
It's not,
So
it's
how
not
many
good.
cards are in that?
So
It's cool, but it's only 4 cards.
four
Four.
cards. Yeah. So let me put
But
up here.
one of them is a Blue Jay. So you
Yeah.
gotta go
So,
like 3 for 3 for the win here.
but at least we get to see what this is.
Yeah, I'm really curious what these look like.
Okay. Here we go.
Now watch you get a thing to potentially win that autograph card. God, that'd be terrible.
Wow. Okay. I'm trying to do this so I don't.
Well, I mean, those stadium clubs were not that easy to open
Okay,
either.
there you go.
It
So
must just be like the wrapping of it.
foil pack.
Yeah, foil pack. Yeah.
All right. So I'll save that one. Oh, I'm already on the board. Will the Thrill Clark.
Whoa. We got all right. And that was Angelo's too. All right.
Starts off strong. Roberto Kelly.
Oh,
Unfortunately, it's a Yankee. Yeah, these are.
So are the team logos not on there?
Yeah, they are. They are.
Okay, because the way the Roberto Kelly hat looked, it didn't look like
Yeah,
it.
I thought the same thing
Okay.
too, but you can see the logos on there.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Even actually, I should show you real quickly while I have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they have them on the
That's
back as
cooler.
well.
Wait.
That's
Look at William Clark. Look at Clark's middle
I
name.
know that.
What is that name? Mishler. Because he's famously from New Orleans. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. And even Roberto Kelly has Conrado.
I love that their middle names on here. That's
yeah, they're all bizarre. That's amazing.
So, and that says 4 of 26. So there are literally only 26
I
cards in
think
this
there's 26 cars in this set. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That might be like, you know, it might be just one. It might just be one person per team almost.
That might be El Presidente from the Expos.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, Jose Dennis Martinez.
Cool.
Wow, that's weird seeing Jose. How weird.
Totally.
I've just seen, I didn't even know his name was actually Jose.
And the Blue Jay is
Oh,
Devon
Devon
White.
White. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Come on,
great player.
Devon.
Great player. So do we all have one or?
I had two.
Kevin got 2.
Yeah, two.
I had two because the Willie Mays, not Willie Mays Hayes. I'm so excited. Uh-oh, 3 more for me.
Wow, Kevin, I think this is let's see.
You're gonna say it's rigged. I heard you. I know.
Yeah, I went 0-4 on that one.
Yeah, you did.
Boy.
Hey, but you know what? More importantly, Angelo's on the board. All right.
I am on the board.
The comeback's coming. It's coming. The comeback has started. It's a slow build.
Yeah, there was no fake out card on this one for sure. Roberto Kelly, famously injured from the kid from Kalamazoo. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let me go back here. Okay, let's end with some baseball trivia. Maybe I can make it up. No, I won't be able to make it up because I did the question.
Oh, it's all right. You're gonna make it up by skipping us. Hopefully.
All right, so we're gonna do the lineups again. So I need you to guess the year of this lineup, starting lineup between the Padres and Expos.
Wow. I forgot Wally Joyner was an angel. Huh. Okay.
Sterling Hitchcock, another great baseball name.
Mike
Mordecai.
Brad Film. Oh my god.
Vlad Jr. and Wright for the
Come on, Rondell White.
Rondell White.
Reggie Sanders.
Yes.
Cal State
Reggie.
Fullerton grad Phil Nevin played third base.
Nice. Anybody in the comments, throw out some years that you think that this is. So you know it's before 2004 because there's still the Expos.
Right.
You know that
it's late 90s for sure. Late 90s for sure.
Late 90s. You know, Gwynn is still there.
I'm gonna go 1998.
98. Nice.
I was thinking earlier than that.
It's 96 or 98 were my two guesses, but I'll go with 98.
So I'm going to put some, while you're doing it, Kevin, I'm going to put some guesses under here, but don't let it influence you.
No, I won't. I mean, that was my first guess. I was thinking 94, but I was like, Because I don't remember Wally Joyner playing like, till like 98. You know what I mean? There you go, Jack. Perfect. Let's see. So 97. Wow. All right. There's some, I don't know why. There's a couple things here that make me think it's just later. Well, the Z-Man's here.
Z-Man. Oh my God, my arch nemesis. That's Tom Zink, not this new Z-Man, I'm sure.
Yes. No.
Thank you, Z-Man, for joining.
Oh goodness. Gosh. Wow, 98 too. God, I'm trying to think what this would have been significant for. See, that's what I go. I'm like, when did Gwynn get his 3,000 hit? I'm like, that's where I'm like, I don't know what year that would have been. But my instinct was telling me 94. I don't know why I would say that because that still doesn't seem right. But see, you actually stumped me.
Wow, nice.
So you're happy about that. I can see. All right, well, let me go with 1995 since no one said that.
95.
Take a random guess.
Well, Mr. Soup is the only person in the comments that got it. It is 1999. This was August 6th. This is when Tony Gwynn got his 3,000th hit.
Yeah, I should have known that years later.
You were all around it. Absolutely. I don't think I would have remembered it was 99 as well. But yeah, that is. And although I can't see it.
Sterling Hitchcock get 11 wins in a season.
Yeah, and look at those last innings. Two in the top of the ninth, 3 in the bottom of the ninth, and to make it interesting.
Ooh.
But so a lot of scoring.
Did Trevor Hoffman give up all 3 of those runs in the ninth? Who knows?
Yeah.
But look at the errors. 8 errors in that game. Oh my goodness
gracious.
Ooh.
Yeah.
10 runs on 10 runs, 9 hits.
It's out of control.
Jeez.
All right. So that is the first question. Here is the second one. Guess the year of this game between the Braves and the Reds. So some big names on the Red side, some pretty big names on the Braves side.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say big, I mean like Craig Robinson. He was in Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
Ken Griffey had a famous son.
Yeah, exactly. Johnny Bench was on Baseball Bunch.
I remember the second baseman. Yeah, there you go. Johnny Bench on the Baseball Bunch. I remember the second baseman. He was like an ESPN commentator.
He was.
You got the Roadrunner leading off for the Braves.
Yeah.
That was a great nickname, Ralph Roadrunner Gar. I was like, I love it. Davey Johnson, former, future manager extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Very underrated player. Dale Evans playing third there. I'm just stalling. I mean, if you want me to give you a guess, I can,
Angelo, why don't you get some guess? I'll put some other ones in here.
Gosh, man, I'm looking at like Hank Aaron and Dusty Baker playing together at the same time as Pete Rose. Oh, gosh. Let me go 73.
73. Kevin, what do you got?
So I was thinking it's either 74 or 76 because I'm thinking, is this 715 or 714? I mean, or is this where he tied the record? Is what I mean, because obviously he broke the record off Al Downing was the pitcher when he broke the record. But I remember he pretty much finished the season 1 away from in 73 if I remember right. So I'll stick with 74. Let me go 74, saying this is the one that tied the Babe.
So we have some more guesses here. 76, 77.
See, that's what I'll say. The other thing I think of is his last home run. This is 755. I think it's either 755 or we tied the Babe. So
Kevin, you nailed it. This is opening day on 1974. Yep. And Hank Aaron said that I just want to get this out of the way. And he decided to do it on that day and then wound up doing 715. What was it, like less than a week later in Atlanta?
And that's great he did Atlanta because I forgot this was on the road too.
That's right.
When he tried it, yeah.
That's right. And if you, I told Kevin this, but if you watch the footage of this home run specifically, you'll notice that Johnny Bench just stands behind the plate. The whole team is at home plate trying to congratulate Hank Aaron, and Johnny Bench does not move at all, and no love for him whatsoever. He was pissed that his pitcher gave up the home run, which is total gamesmanship right there.
Yeah.
So that is an obvious transition to Hammer and Hank Aaron, who passed away. Obviously death is a part of life, but there has been way too many Hall of Famers passing away. Hank Aaron, obviously one of the all-time greats. A lot of people consider him the real home run champion. There's a I'll share this. There's a David Letterman set with it's all Hank Aaron on David Letterman.
Yep.
And if you watch the very first interview with David Letterman, and it's in 1982. Wow. It's when Hank Aaron just got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay.
It's actually David Letterman's like third or fourth show.
Oh, wow.
Ever on NBC.
Ever. Yeah.
And he even says in it, like, it's not a great interview by David by any stretch. And in fact, he even says something. He goes, I just wanted to say that because, it's, I don't know. I'm new at this. And it's kind of funny the way that he kind of like says that. And it made me realize it was like maybe his fourth show. But wow. Hank Aaron, obviously, you should definitely. We'll definitely share that on our social media. But there's a whole series of when he was on David Letterman. But what I now, Kevin, did you know that he actually was on the Indianapolis Clowns in the Negro Leagues?
When I did research, when I was like reading a bio, I was like, oh, that's right. I didn't realize it. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize he played in the Negro Leagues. Played for the Milwaukee and Atlanta Braves. And then the Brewers in 75 and 76. 25-time All-Star, World Series champion in 57, NL MVP in 57, 3-time Gold Glove Award winner, 2-time national NL batting champion, 4-time home run leader in the National League, 4-time RBI leader in the National League. His number 44 is retired with both the Braves and the Brewers. He's obviously in the Braves Hall of Fame. Now, this astounds me. He was a first ballot Hall of Famer with 97.8% of the vote. Not unanimous, which is nuts. And that's what he talks about on the Letterman interview.
Right.
You need to sit out, kid.
I did see that clip. I didn't get a chance to see the whole interview. I saw him just talking about that. He was trying to be nice about it, but that's the thing. Like, no one, there's still a few writers like, nope, no matter what. Nah. And it's just like, really? Why?
And he was in the MLB All-Century team.
Oh, yeah.
He holds 4 MLB records, including career runs batted in, career total bases, career extra base hits, and 25 All-Star appearances is a major league record. What an incredible talent. And
And think about this. That's 25 years when the All-Star balloting didn't even start until like towards the end of his career. So I think the people vote. I think fan votes started in the 70s, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that.
So, Angelo, what do you know of? And as the younger person of all of us, like, we know Hank Aaron because we would only have seen him at the probably tail end of his career, not obviously his prime. But what do you know of Hank Aaron, or do you just know the legend of Hank Aaron?
Yeah, I think for me, the first exposure I had to him was seeing all the clips and highlights of eclipsing Babe Ruth's home run record. And I think that clip kind of, I just rewatched it recently with Vin Scully on the call. Mm-hmm. And it's probably one of the most famous clips in all of baseball history. And just even today in 2021, the enormity of that achievement and that accomplishment not just that accomplishment in general, but that accomplishment as an African American baseball player in the major leagues still resonates very strongly, and kind of just shows you the evolution of the game, really, and just, I guess, really just humanity in general, right? So definitely a pioneer and a trailblazer, not just from a baseball standpoint, but just from I guess from an American icon standpoint.
Yeah.
Because I think that memory kind of lives in infamy with everybody, whether you're a baseball fan or not. Particularly when he's about to round third, and I think it's a fan that runs on the field, right?
It's
kind of running
two guys.
alongside us,
Two
right?
fans or-
Two guys, yeah.
Yep.
And man, it's just the impact he's had on the game, and even just as of recently, just him being an ambassador for Major League Baseball, and seeing him in the stands at games, and seeing him being honored in the All-Century team. Definitely one of the greatest players of all time. Travesty that it wasn't a unanimous Hall of Fame vote in, but definitely a trailblazer, and really just one of the best all-time players in the history of baseball. Not just for what he was able to accomplish on the baseball field, but what he was able to accomplish on the baseball field. I guess really maybe despite his color. I don't know if that's the correct way to phrase it.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure.
Well, it was a much different time for
yeah.
sure. And we were talking before earlier this show about kind of the mental aspect of this game where people crack, and it's like, it's crushing, and you can imagine now when like salaries and expectations are so high, man, he had like the scorn of like people that he never saw. Like they were writing him letters, giving him death threats about approaching Babe Ruth's record. Can you imagine the weight of the world on his shoulders to do the thing that he did the best? And it's like it's really amazing. And what a true testament, what a gentleman he was through the entire thing as well, which is even more amazing to me, because I know if I said we all complain about stuff like that makes me angry. I mean, can you imagine like having to go through that? I mean, like you'd have reason to be angry.
Well, can you imagine? What's he thinking as two people are coming towards him? He's rounding third base.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And they were white. If I remember, they're white. So it's like, what's he thinking in the moment? Is he thinking, is something about to happen to him or not? And the fact that even happened, that security was not on full alert, and that happened, it's like, that would never happen now. You know what I mean? I would never imagine that happening now.
I remember like Jim Rome saying like that whole thing was tarnished by two hippies, and that whole thing of, him running the bases, like he thought at some point that there could have been snipers or, anything. He actually thought that was a real thing. And for two people, and you can see him where he kind of shakes them off, but it's like, he kind of he keeps his composure nicely, but I mean, who knows what they could have been, and I always think about like the Monica Seles thing where the person comes up and like, sticks a knife in basically her back. When that happened, it's that is scary. So like, man, this guy is like, he's quickly, he wasn't my favorite baseball player, but the more I learn about him and what he went through and his accomplishments, he can't, like Roberto Clemente is the same type of player. Hank Aaron is one of my favorite players. The more I learn about these guys, they really rise to the top of,
he did so much off the field too. He did so much off the field for the Black community and all that, to the point where, I mean, I mentioned to you guys, he was one of the first guys, and he was standing up for the Black community and just older people in general by saying, "Let me get the COVID vaccine." He was like right there getting it. Like, I want to say the beginning of the year or so.
Yep. That was a really big step, and he was a great ambassador. He was trying
to lead by example for everything, because he saw his place. He's like, "Hey, I'm a leader for these people," and he has been. He's been active all this time. I mean, it makes you realize I want to read more into what his non-baseball life was like.
Yeah, and he was still signing cards. I mean, and when you open up these higher end cards, like he's still signing stuff, and you can see his stuff. So,
you know what's funny? I'll end with this. He was the first autograph I ever got at a card show.
No kidding.
In 1984, I got an autograph for him for $6. Can you imagine that?
That's insane.
But cheers, Hank Aaron.
Yeah. Hank Aaron. The Hammer and Hank, and hopefully, I don't know if it's real or not that the Braves. They said the Braves were gonna become the Atlanta Hammers, which would be.
I'm sorry. I know Top Gun Tower, if he's watching, I'm sorry, but I love that idea.
That would be
that idea.
That would be awesome. So that is the show we have for you today. If you like the content that we're putting out there, please consider going and supporting us on Patreon. We're at Beer Baseball. We also have an eBay store. I've put a whole bunch of stuff up there. I'm going to be doing stuff every week. So check us out, Beer Baseball Blog on eBay. You can support us by buying stickers, buttons, beer coasters on our Etsy page. Look up Beer Baseball. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, of course, and Twitch. Thank you for joining us. Angelo, do you have anything that you would like to plug?
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, 39 episodes. Wouldn't want to accomplish that with anyone else other than you two. And thank you guys for continuing to view in week in and week out to support us. Hard to believe that next week's going to be episode 40, but we thank you for your support. When I'm not here, you can find me on the Twitch stream of Big T45. We'll be on there actually here in about 45 minutes. Playing Call of Duty Warzone. Follow him at Big Teach 45 on Twitch and on Facebook Live. And based on the success of Wifey Warzone, Wifey Warzone 2 will be coming here soon, where my wife, Big Teach 45's fiance, and Mark's wife, Caitlin, who's a big supporter of the show, will be playing Call of Duty Warzone trios. And it was entertaining the first time, and I can guarantee you it's going to be entertaining the second go around. And it's all going to go towards a good cause. So please, Big Teach 45 on all social media platforms to stay tuned for details.
Awesome. And you, by the way, you should definitely use the Borat version when you say my wife.
My wife.
Kevin, anything to plug?
I mean, for myself, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Lock and Loll. That's LOKNLOLL. Otherwise, I'll say it every week. If you have a local brewery, please support them. Sure, the stay-at-home order has been lifted in this area, but still, we don't know if these businesses are going to survive, so we want them to. Support your local minor league baseball team. Look it up, do some research, figure it out. And I bug you about this all the time. If you have Go to beerbaseball.com, find the Amazon affiliate link, click on it, bookmark it. It won't cost you anything extra, but if you buy anything through Amazon, a little bit comes back to the Beer Baseball blog.
Yes,
absolutely. And I know we all shop on Amazon.
Yes, thank you for saying that. If you go to beerbaseball.com/affiliates, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do on there to help support us, and you get something as well. So definitely check that out. We will see you next Tuesday.
One more thing, actually. Sorry. Yeah, one more thing. So I actually joined my first baseball group break, randomized teams. So you could check that out on Saturday. Live on YouTube, Shy City Pulls on YouTube. So it's a 30 team or 30 person group baseball group break. I think there's 5 or 6 different cards, and they'll be randomized teams. So first time I've ever done this. So I bought in Shy City Pulls. So tune in 5 p.m. Central, Shy City Pulls on YouTube to see. Hopefully I get some good hits.
Oh, right on. Look forward to that as well. Yes. Do the research. That's a t-shirt that's going to be coming out that we're going to be putting out potentially. At least some sort of merchandising with do the research, because I do it every week actually.
Yep.
Yes. And thank you, Jack, for we love putting out this show every week.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right, so we will see you next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.